Nate Diaz making up some ground here in the second round.
The big difference here is the... Oh, he tagged him.
Got him with the good one there.
He tagged him. He hurt him.
He hurt him with that left. And he senses it. That's another connection. Diaz. The couple of big punches that landed on McGregor's chin. Now Conor is at less than 100%. Oh my goodness! Combination!
Nice knee to the body by Nate as well.
Nate Diaz taking it to McGregor here. Nate right in front of his corner.
Good shots landed by Nate.
Jake Shields, Richard Perez and company. Again, Diaz connects. Conor comes back.
He caught him again with a right hook. And another left.
And again with the combination. And Conor looks for the takedown.
The guillotine.
Diaz trying to finish with a submission.
He got it.
Couldn't do it. Conor trying to get out of it.
Conor's in serious trouble.
1 minute on the clock. Diaz gets the mount. My goodness. Now he's got the back.
That's it. He's got the check.
Nate Diaz.
He's done it.
It is all over. Nate Diaz beats Conor McGregor.
Oh my goodness. What a night, ladies and gentlemen. What a night.
Submission win for Nathan Diaz.
Wow. McGregor stays offline for a couple days. Here we go, left to the body. This is early in the fight. There's a left hand. There's a nice uppercut. But boom, there's one on the chin that stunned Conor McGregor. And that's what started it all off. We saw him wobble, and we saw Nate smile. And here's Nate on the ground, just slices through him like butter, gets the mount, pounds on him. Conor's in deep, deep trouble. Conor gives up his back. Nate sinks in the choke, pounds on him again, and just locks it in deep. And Nate Diaz walks away with the biggest victory of his life. Covered in blood, double bicep. He couldn't be happier. Look at Jake Shields and Crone Gracie. They couldn't be happier either. Unbelievable.
And a little cut above the left eye of Gray Maynard.
And that's exactly what Nate Diaz needs to do. He needs to be quick in the transition, can't let Gray Maynard settle into his position. He's just too strong and too heavy there.
And the Diaz chants raining down here in Vegas.
Maynard mixing it up pretty well, throwing some kicks. Diaz with a nice teep.
Maynard working inside. Don't forget, following us, the Fox Sports Live Ultimate Fighter Finale special. Nate Diaz pressing forward.
It was a left hand and now a right. Seems to have hurt Maynard. Now it's all Diaz.
Maynard in real trouble here. Oh, he might be out on his feet.
Maynard is hurt. Diaz looking to finish here. Maynard trying to circle away and get his wits back.
Oh, he won't be getting those wits back. Maynard in real trouble. Diaz waiting for Overeem to step in. Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz has done it. What a capstone he puts on the trilogy here tonight. As he takes out Gray Maynard.
Short, stinging punches from Nate Diaz. And once he had Maynard hurt, he never left him off the hook. Combination after combination from Nate Diaz. What a win from Nate Diaz.
Dealt with the early strength for Gray Maynard. That beautiful throw. What a night for Nate Diaz. The High Performance Highlight is brought to you by NOS Energy Drink. Drink NOS for high performance energy and enhanced mental focus. Check out drinknos.com for more information.
You know, everyone thinks it's about swinging hard punches. That's all it was. A short, accurate shot right to the jaw. And from there, it was all Nate Diaz. He pressured. And we talked about that high volume striking and boxing from Nate Diaz, and that's exactly what got him the win here. Diaz just relentless, shot after shot. Maynard tried his best to get back into this, but you can see the effects of those shots.
And the referee certainly gave him every chance to get back in the fight. But you're looking at Nate Diaz, and the guy who holds the record for most significant strikes landed ever in a fight, and he put it on Gray Maynard.
Sticking to the back of Moraes, driving his head to the canvas, forcing him to base. Beautiful work again, kicking the base leg out, circling over. Now he's in a mount position now. Ricardo Almeida called for an arm triangle from the mount position. Let's look to see if he starts to isolate a head and arm. Good work by Moraes, trying to bridge off the fence, but again, Zabit just spreads his base so well. Knee on belly. Moraes possibly recovering a half guard here.
Zabit, last minute. Let's get a finish, Zabit.
Mark Henry employing his fighter to try and get the finish in this last minute. Let's see what the Zabit pulls out of the bag. He's stuck in a quarter guard position at the moment. That leg is very much clamped down by Shaman Moraes, which is stifling the attack. And now we have a three-quarter mount position. Beautiful front headlock. Oh, look at this. Very nice. He's wrapped up the anaconda position, looking to sit through. Shaman Moraes trying to build a frame, trying to keep his airways open. There's the tap!
Zabit Magomedsharipov gets the finish.
Mark Henry calls for the finish. Zabit Magomedsharipov delivers. What a pleasure it must be to work with such a fighter.
And what a handful he is going to be at 145 pounds. As we spin it forward, going to be interesting to see how they match-make him going forward. Dominant performance yet again from Zabit Magomedsharipov, and he gets the tap to boot. Outstanding performance yet again from the budding featherweight contender.
We are going to be talking about him in title shots in the very near future, no doubt about it. Just a comprehensive performance by Zabit Magomedsharipov. Look at this beautiful work. He circles, he knows Shaman Moraes is trying to find his way out, and then looks what's available to him, wraps that, gets the figure four on, and starts to squeeze immediately. Really nice work. You can see him bump him over to the side, and all he needs is the squeeze. A lot of the time you'll see a fighter run towards the legs to try and control the lower body as well, but he must have quite a squeeze on him. He didn't need that. Look at this. Runs towards his opponent's head, folds his neck over the forearm, and there's the tap. Look how tight that is. Drive the hook in. Beautiful work chaining his attack together, creating openings for himself.
What a tough debut for Santiago.
So guys,
And conversely, what a tough competitor Zabit is facing as well. A man who's giving a lot of resistance, but he's under the chin now.
So quick. Mike Santiago still shrimping out though. Good work. Manages to get his shoulders to the fence. Now he's giving his back.
These are thudding shots as well.
And it's exhaustive work as well.
So quick under the chin. Really quick, he's right on that, there's the tap.
Oh, wow, very, very
Zabit
nice.
Magomedsharipov with a submission win in his UFC debut.
John, it is going to be a treat watching him perform in the octagon in the future. I think he's going to develop into something quite special.
What an acquisition by the UFC to have this man compete in the bright lights of the octagon.
You can see there Mark Henry's very satisfied with his fighter. I'm sure that was the debut they expected. He wasn't really in any danger so far in that fight. He took one good body kick, but apart from that, he shut his opponent down. Very nice work.
This is the definition of evolution in mixed martial arts, ladies and gentlemen.
So look at this, John. beautifully. He goes for a heel kick. He wasn't quite in the right position, but just the fact that he's thinking about those things makes him excited. But his back control was excellent, his grappling was excellent, and those spinning attacks when he got some distance from his opponent, really, really interesting. Flashes of Anthony Pettis, which is always exciting to see.
Slipped his forearm under the chin of Santiago, and that was all she wrote.
Here we go. Anthony Johnson, dark trunks. Ryan Bader in the white trunks. Aaron Simpson told me footwork, movement, angles, fast hands, fast feet, ground game early.
And immediately, Ryan Bader shot for a takedown. Rumble Johnson stuffed it. Now Rumble's got his back. Ryan's got to hold on to those hands. He can't let one free. He's looking for the Kimura, trying to hold on to that arm. He needs to control that leg as well. He's in a bad position here because he doesn't really have half guard. He can't let that arm go no matter what he does.
Andre Makaraba, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach at Power MMA.
Neil Melanson is behind him, giving him instruction. Ryan cannot let go of that arm. And now it's in a worse position because now Rumble's got him mounted. So Ryan's got a hip escape, he's got his legs out, all while controlling that arm. Cannot let go of that arm. If he lets go of that arm, he's in a dire situation. Now he let go of the arm, he's in real big trouble. He's stuck against the cage, and Rumble Johnson's gonna drop bombs on him, and he can't move.
Rumble looking to finish it quickly. Bader in big trouble. Trying to intelligently. No, he cannot do it. It is all over. Just like that. Rumble, ground and pound, the winner.
It is what we said, that he cannot make any mistakes.
Can't miss one.
And he just woke up. And he's confused. He doesn't know what happened.
Yeah, he was out cold.
You cannot make mistakes with that guy. And he made one. As soon as Rumble sprawled and wound up on top, Ryan was in a terrible, terrible place. The amount of power this young man generates in his punches is almost unprecedented. There's no one else like him in any division where you cannot make a mistake.
10 knockouts now for Anthony Rumble Johnson. Vitor, the leader all-time with 12. Anderson Silva with 11. Hall of Famer Chuck Liddell. Period.
And here we see Ryan immediately shoots, gets that single, but look at the sprawl. Easily defended by Rumble. Rumble spins to the back and then slowly worked his way to the mount. As Ryan held on to that Kimura, he doomed himself. As soon as he let it go, he could not get out of that position. Rumble put him to sleep.
Anthony Rumble Johnson, the winner in our main event.
And that's what Anthony's going to have to get past before he can land some of the strikes of his own. He has an excellent right jab and a clean straight left. And he will look to establish that as quickly as possible to get the respect of Johnson. But he got tagged. He got tagged.
Little Nog fighting for the first time in 18 months.
He's hurt.
He's in trouble early. Johnson trying to finish his fight. Oh my goodness!
That's it.
It is all over.
Wow.
Just like that. Wow. Rumble is a machine right now.
Wow. And Rogerio is slumped over. Still badly hurt. Anthony Johnson is a terrifying force at light heavyweight. There's no other way to describe it. He really tortured his body and really sacrificed the best aspects of his performance all those years making 170, and he's making up for lost time.
At a very fast pace. Move of the fight. Brought to you by Metro PCS, nationwide 4G LTE. Riding on the T-Mobile network for $40 period. The finish.
Look at this. Boom, boom, and placement as well. I mean, these are beautifully placed punches. He's not just ringing haymakers at him. He clipped him with one, saw that he had him hurt. Look at this, beautifully placed uppercut right between the guard. The right hand goes around it, the left hand goes around the right. Boom, that uppercut lands, and the lights go out in San Jose.
Anthony Johnson with the uppercut.
Oh man, look at that. The power that this kid has, the potential that this kid has.
He might be the most destructive light heavyweight in the world today.
He's said as much as we've talked about Stephen Thompson, he has done very little damage to Dan Stitchin here in the first round.
You're comfortable. You're good. You got the rhythm. Let's go.
As unorthodox as it is, if he works his way up to the higher level of talent and the
that's a round. Just like that. How good was that?
Well, he will work his way up to the higher level of talent.
And that's what that young man has. It's very unusual. His incredible leg dexterity and kicking technique. And what he did there, I believe, we're going to take a look at it in the replay, but I believe he faked low and then went high. A classic karate technique. Let's watch it. Yep. Right over the shoulder, Mike, so he didn't see it coming. Dan Stitchin had no idea that kick was on the way because the way that Stephen Thompson placed it, it was blind to him until it came over the shoulder and then landed on the face. Really a beautiful, beautiful attack by Stephen Thompson. And this is what we expected from this young man.
For 15 minutes, touches the Thompson chin there.
Wait, he eats a lot of punches because he looks for counters. He may be hurt here. This would be massive if Stephen Thompson could finish him in the first round.
Good, go.
When you watch his 2 fights with Robbie Lawler, he eats a lot of shots. He's hurt. This is
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson by first round TKO. How about it? Well, Wonderboy is limping, or just doing something, but in the biggest spot of his career, gets Johnny Hendricks out of there in the first round.
I mean, this fight wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. One time Johnny Hendricks closed the distance. Stephen Thompson successfully defended the takedown, circled back up the center of the octagon, and dominated from there on out.
The move of the fight is sponsored by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for $30 period.
I mean, just take a look at the timing, the range, the footwork, and the accuracy of Stephen Thompson. Every strike lands with just surgical precision. I mean, so many different variations of strikes this guy throws at you. Outstanding, and he continues to get better and better and better. He's gone and trained with phenomenal wrestlers to the point where, you know, him and Chris Weidman are going to be family members.
Big deep breaths from Brian Stann. Let's see how long it's
right hand by Stan.
Sonnen came in, Stann fired hard. Good sprawl, right back up.
He's got to create space though, Mike. He can't let Chael close the distance like this.
Tell you one thing, the layoff has not affected Chael Sonnen for no other reason than the positive. Slam right into side control.
Right into side control with knees to the body.
And Brian had to be careful trying to brace himself with the arm coming down. Phil Davis did a good job at 205 using his wrestling skills against Stan. He has since gone 3-0 at 85.
This is a bad spot right now. If Chael decides to keep driving that left knee into the body, Brian Stan's not going to be able to do anything about it. He's going for an arm triangle on the opposite side. He steps over. He's in position. He's going to finish it off.
Finish this fight right here.
He's going to finish it.
Sonnen looking for the victory.
Sonnen might go out. He might go out. He's defending the correct way. He's got his hand over his ear. It's called answering the phone. That's how you hold it. He can't take it.
All over! Chael Sonnen with the victory! A triumphant return!
Absolutely brilliant performance by Chael Sonnen. Did everything he needed to do. Imposed his will and his skill set.
Fight replay, Joe.
all night, brought to us by Bud Light. Here we go.
And here you see Chael, he secures the arm triangle from the opposite side. And once he has it in place, slides his left knee up and over, gets into the proper position and then flattens out. And even though Brian Stann is defending the right way, it doesn't matter. Chael Sonnen's squeeze is so strong. And here he gets the tap.
Fourth career win by...
He's attempting his sweeps or his leg locks. But Chael is landing many, many punches from the top position. Again, as we said, unbelievably durable Shogun.
And unbelievably conditioned is Chael Sonnen. Very aggressive and effective with the ground and pound early.
He's looking for that guillotine. He's looking for that guillotine. He's got it under the choke. He's got it. He's going to drop down. Wow, he might have it. He might have it. Mauricio's trying to get that arm in. He can't get it. He can't get it. Chael's got it. He's got it.
Chael Sonnen!
Outstanding.
By submission. How about that?
Outstanding. As we said, very underrated submission game. So confident in it that he pulled guard and wound up on the bottom and still finished it.
And if you didn't think Chael Sonnen could still hang with the guys at the top of the sport, this isn't a prime 2005 Shogun Rua, but there's some evidence. Chael Sonnen is back.
And not even in the weight class that he chooses to perform in usually. Beautiful, beautiful performance by Chael Sonnen.
The move of the fight is brought to you by Metro PCS. 4G for all.
He felt like he had it, and he said, you know what, let's do it. Pulled guard and did it absolutely beautifully. Shogun tried to get his head away, tried to push, tried to separate it, and just had to tap or he was going out. Did his best to defend, but in the end, Chael had it absolutely perfectly locked up.
And Joe, you said at the outset, Chael Sonnen had it
against Takeya Mitsugaki.
Again with that uppercut, that one hurt him, Mike. That one hurt him.
Oh, big knee!
Huge knee.
He's in trouble.
Bowles is in all sorts of trouble.
Urijah trying to finish it right here.
Bowles has got to tie him up. He's got to tie him up and stop these bombs from dropping on him.
Urijah trying to finish this fight.
Bowles is trying to get to his feet. Urijah's got a guillotine.
Gonna try to choke him.
Oh,
nice
vicious knee to the body.
And he continues to pour it on.
Bowles is in trouble again. Again going to the guillotine. Bowles defends. Urijah's just gonna wait for him to get up to his feet. Oh, big elbow. Oh!
Bowles is in all kinds of trouble here.
Urijah steps over into side control, and another big shot. Now he's got it.
Trying to finish it. Trying to choke him out. He wants that trilogy to be completed with Dominic Cruz. Gives the thumbs up.
That's it.
It is all over! Urijah Faber chokes out Brian Bowles.
Spectacular performance by Urijah.
And he will fight Dominic Cruz once again for the UFC Bantamweight Championship.
And let's see, this is the uppercut that starts it off. Look how he throws himself into that shot, Mike. Just turns his whole body into that. Just a powerful, powerful uppercut. And here you see a huge elbow from tying him up here, and then another one on top of it. And we said it before, we'll say it again. These alpha male guys have some of the best guillotines in the world. And there you see Urijah steps into it, rolls over with it, gets on top in a full mount. Tremendous pressure on the neck of Brian Bowles, and he is forced to tap.
And he's winning the battle.
Good kick by McDonald. McDonald's got to get busy because the fight's halfway over and he's losing it. He can still end it suddenly, but if he doesn't, he's going to get outpointed or he's going to get stopped.
That championship experience of Urijah Faber, fighting so many times for titles. A record 5 title defenses in the WEC.
Oh, head kick, big head kick.
Uriah was... Oh, he rocked him again! Uriah, big swing and a miss. Got him with the left. Chasing him down. Looking to finish the fight.
He's got the guillotine.
The Team Alpha Male guillotine.
McDonald's going to sleep. Urijah has to squeeze like few people.
Looking at the hit. It's all over. Urijah Faber.
Outstanding.
Shoots out Michael McDonald.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
How good was that?
What a dominant performance by Urijah Faber, cementing his position as the #1 contender in the bantamweight division in a big, big way.
The captain of Team Guillotine finishes the fight by submission.
What a sensational performance by Urijah Faber. Just one of the best of his career. And it's one of the things we said coming into this fight. Urijah loves a challenge. He loves to rise to the occasion, and boy did he. Look at this, McDonald's moving forward, times it perfectly, catches him on the temple, hurts him bad, and then swarms. McDonald's in all sorts of trouble here. Urijah turns him around and boom, drops another one on him. Throws him to the ground, boom, drops another one on him. And then when he sees a neck, he's like a lion with a wounded gazelle. Tightens it up, and there's very few people in the world where when they get that locked around their neck, they can escape. Urijah has a world-class guillotine. And here you see it, Michael McDonald with no choice other than to tap or go to sleep.
Our move of the fight brought to you by Metro PCS, where nationwide 4G LTE.
That last one landed.
Martin's wife, Andraza, is also Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion. In fact, she won it twice. So a fighting family in Brazil and the Martins.
There's another sweet front kick to the body there by Donald. And again, he faked the punch and goes with that outside leg kick.
Under 30 seconds on the clock here in the first round.
And that kick will take a... Oh, that's it! That's it! It's over!
It is all over!
Beautiful technique.
Like that! Head kick knockout! Donald Cerrone! Wow!
That's about as sweet as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Just absolutely perfect technique by Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Wow. And showed great sportsmanship in not following up with the punches. He saw that he was out, had his fist clenched, and said there's no need to hit him.
Our move of the fight brought to you by Metro PCS, where nationwide 4G LTE is $40 period. Boom!
Just absolutely spectacular. And look at this, he's out cold. Boom! Right to the neck. Ernesto Hu style. I mean, it doesn't get any cleaner than that. It doesn't get any better. And the lights go out right away.
Wow.
I mean, that's just perfect.
It is indeed.
And Donald set that up brilliantly. He didn't throw any of those before that one. Threw a lot of the outside leg kicks. Threw some shots to the body. Threw some front kicks to the body.
47 victories, 36 have come by way of knockout for Melvin Guillard.
The big difference in the look in the eyes of Donald Cerrone. He came into this fight brimming with confidence, and now he looks a little bewildered.
And the right hand thrown by the young assassin. And any...
Melvin's hurt!
Oh, got hit with the right hand! And it is all over! Wow. Donald Cerrone knocks out Melvin Guillard! What a turn of events!
What a round! What a fight! What a round! Oh, man! Melvin is still down and out, man.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go!
Let's take a look at let's take a look at that head kick. And Melvin in all kinds of trouble, and that right hand just turned the lights out. Let's see it again. Clang! Shin to the head. And then the right hand behind it, and that was all she wrote. And now he's after getting caught with a vicious punch earlier in the round. That is the first time we've ever seen Melvin taken out like that.
That could be because he's got experience. Why did I say
combination? Diaz knocks down Robbie Lawler, and then it's all over.
Robbie Lawler out
It's all over. Nick Diaz has knocked out Robbie Lawler.
Robbie doesn't want to accept it. He doesn't want to accept it, but it is over.
They are on their feet here at Wanderlei Silva.
Unbelievable performance.
Nick Diaz has pulled off the unexpected. He has knocked out Robbie Lawler.
Robbie still doesn't want to accept it. He's still wobbling around the octagon saying he's okay. Unbelievable. He's gone over to congratulate Nick Diaz. Incredible performance. Completely unexpected. Let's take a look at the replay again. Here's from the overhead. Robbie connects with a couple punches, leaves himself open, gets rocked with a big right hook. Face down. Referee Steve Mazzagatti looks like he's going to stop it, but he let it go on a little. Here comes the right hook. Bang! In the exchange. Shut him off. Let's take another look at it. Wild punches, hands down, bang, right on the button. Beautiful short right hook from Nick Diaz. Jiu-jitsu stylist, shows that he's got multi-talented skills.
Sean Shirk and, you know, Robbie Lawler and all the guys that he's fought. I mean, he's fought so many good guys in the UFC. Just his last fight alone, the fight before that against Diego Sanchez. I mean, that's invaluable experience.
Well, speaking of experience, you can experience tomorrow tonight's non-televised prelims only on video.ufc.com.
He's got a Kimura. He's got a twist. He's in the perfect position. If he throws his leg over Josh Neer's head, Josh is in big trouble. Look for that left knee. See it over the head? He's got it over there. He's twisted it back.
And
that's it. He tapped. Fantastic.
Nick Diaz with the Kimura.
Very impressive victory by Nick Diaz.
That's the Nick Diaz that was truly a contender a matter of fights ago.
As we said before, this kid is only 23 years old, constantly improving. Just picked Josh Neer apart and wound up submitting him on the ground with a beautiful Kimura. Very impressive performance. Let's take a look at the replay here. Here's the end of the fight. Nick Diaz has Josh Neer inside control, and you watch him secure that wrist. He gets his arm under it, locks his wrists together, picks it up, twists it behind the back. Neer's in deep trouble. He secures it with the left leg over the head. Watch this, here it comes. He steps over, bang, bad spot, yanks it behind the back. Josh Neer is forced to tap.
2-0 against Miletich fighters here in the UFC.
Brock looking for the uppercut.
Another knee, big punch. Another big punch.
The left hand.
He's hurt. Brock is hurt.
A kick to the body. So much punishment to the body. This is going to be it.
That's it. It's over.
No. It is all over. Wow. Alistair Overeem has defeated Brock Lesnar.
And it was shots to the body that really hurt him.
Shots to a body that has been surgically repaired.
Wow. You know what? The question was, if the fight stands on its feet, and if Alistair stops a shot, what is Brock Lesnar going to be able to do? And the answer was just nothing. Eat shots.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. All Overeem.
And there he threw one to the body, and that one hurt him bad. That one went to the liver. And he jumps on him and finishes him off with punches. And a lot of these were blocked, but then he threw one to the body, and that was it. Mario Yamasaki saw enough. So it was another shot to the body that did it. Look at that. He threw that one, and that one hurt him bad. That was a shin to the liver. And Alistair jumps all over him. He's covering up mostly, but he's really waiting for this fight to be stopped. But now look at this. Digs to the body, and that was all he needed to see. Now here's a knee early. That one went to the leg, but here this one to the body. Powerful shot to the body there. And Brock tries to reply with one of his own.
Hands up, look to your left. Gotta go forward,
Effective combination there by Overeem. Arlovski fires right back.
Overeem feinting a lot now.
Overhand right is there for Arlovski. The doctor there attending to the left foot of Alistair Overeem.
His toe was out.
And now it's in. Other doctors attending to Andrei Arlovski. What a fight while it lasted. And what a moment for Alistair Overeem here in Rotterdam. The move of the fight is sponsored by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for $30 period.
Well, that's where he hurt his toe. His big toe came out of the socket on that kick to the jaw against Arlovski. I mean, that's a heavyweight doing that. That Karate Kid style kick to the jaw from Overeem. Here it is, boom. Follows up with a brutal left hand, and then some very heavy ground and pound. And that was it.
Yeah, a lot of patience once again. The knockout materializes. Was that the best move you saw tonight? Tweet, let us know.
He's overshooting that left hand.
Machida continues to circle.
Oh, there's that knee tap there from Romero.
Oh, huge elbows.
That's it.
Yoel Romero. As soon as the fight hits the canvas, Romero gets the TKO.
There's that pace change from Romero. Exploded with brutal elbows. Machida just could not recover. Yoel Romero, elbow after elbow. Like a freight train, John, unbelievable.
A star is born tonight. He bided his time. As soon as the fight hit the canvas, he went for the kill and knocked Lyoto Machida out cold.
If you want to beat Lyoto Machida, you need to demonstrate tremendous patience, and that's what Romero showed tonight. Waiting for his time to explode, and it came in the form of elbows.
And super fresh there in round 3. Yoel Romero. Let's get to the move of the fight, sponsored by Metro PCS, where you can get unlimited data, talk, and text on the nationwide T-Mobile network for $30 period.
Well, here it was, just a beautiful knee tap there, takedown. Flung Machida down to his back, and just short elbows. 4, 5, and that's it. Excellent stoppage there from Big John McCarthy. There's the knee tap. 1, 2, that didn't really hit. It was this set of elbows right here, those right elbows, John. Shot after shot after shot. Excellent stoppage.
So what are you
talking to Chris Weidman at the end of round 2, then in 1-1. Very nice kick to the body.
And then they both throw kicks at the same time.
Flying knee, he knocked him out. Wow. That's it, this fight's over.
It is all over. Yoel Romero.
Wow. Wow.
That is an extremely dangerous man.
Look at this, right in front of us.
Soldier of God.
Wow. And look at that massive gash on the head of Chris Weidman. I mean, he is just pouring blood here as he sits up. And he is still really, really badly hurt. He's trying to sit up, but you look at the way his hands are moving. I mean, he's barely supporting himself. He got really, really badly hurt there.
Fight replay brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
And this is what we were talking about. Romero, the sensational, explosive ability that he possesses. I mean, this fight could have been stopped right there for sure and wasn't, unfortunately, because it's over. And Mario Yamasaki lets him take a couple really unnecessary shots. I mean, he flew at him there. And boom, drops bombs on him. Watch this again. Boom! I mean, literally launched himself through the air. Wow. What a knockout for Yoel Romero. Unbelievable.
Joe, it looked like Chris Weidman was looking to either fake or shoot. Look for the takedown, and man, he...
High head kick lands for Silva. Nice leg kick there from B-Stan.
Well, without a doubt, both these guys earned respect from each other in that first round. We're seeing a more cautious approach in the second round, but Brian Stann really looking to catch Wanderlei from the outside, and Wanderlei still looking to counter.
And Silva really trying to pick his spots here. Stann continues to move and feint.
Now he's got to work off of those feints, John. He's got to feint, then come with a nice little leaping left hook that we saw Mark Hunt use, or start picking apart that lead leg of Wanderlei Silva.
Wanderlei Silva has done it! Silva has done it!
What a tremendous fight! Brian Stann seemed like he was in control of Wanderlei's power. Did it again.
What a homecoming for Wanderlei Silva as they attend to Brian Stann on the canvas. What a moment.
It started with the right hand, John, but he finished it with the left hook, and that's what a good boxing coach will tell you. Finish the combination with your lead hand. That's what Wanderlei did, and he finished the job because of it. Brutal knockout for Wanderlei Silva, but Brian Stann, just a huge credit to him for standing in there with the legend Wanderlei Silva. They had some unbelievable exchanges.
All right, the move of the fight is brought to you by Metro PCS, 4G LTE for all.
Well, here it is. Wanderlei was creeping his way on the inside. Right hand, boom! Left hook, finished the job. And he finished the fight with some ground and pound. What a huge right hand, John. It crushed to Brian Stann just as he came forward. And those are the most dangerous shots. Wanderlei to finish the job. Landed some heavy ground and pound there. Wow.
And a couple final right hands for good measure to knock Stann out cold. The hashtag is MetroMove. Tune into the UFC post-fight show on Fuel TV to find out what else.
He's going to want to keep Silva on the outside. If Silva gets inside and throws some of those knees, it could be good night.
And
right down goes Jardine.
He's in trouble. He's
Jardine in big trouble. Silva trying to finish.
That's it.
Is over.
Huge victory for Wanderlei Silva.
The ex-murderer.
Wow. Wanderlei is back.
Wanderlei Silva wins inside the octagon for the first time since 1999.
How pumped is that guy? That is a huge victory for Wanderlei.
He said he wanted a quick knockout, and he got it.
Keith Jardine is still down. Still down and flat on his back right now.
Wanderlei Silva wanted to walk over a couple of times to check on Jardine. He is such pure class.
Keith throws a kick. Wanderlei counters with a right hand. Drops him. Left hand, right hand. Keith's in big trouble here, and Wanderlei swarms on him. He's got probably the best killer instinct and finishing of any fighter in MMA. If he's got you hurt, he swarms on you. And here he's swarming all over Keith. Keith is trying to get back to his feet. He's trying to retain guard, and Wanderlei's got him mounted. Keith's dazed. He's in big trouble here. One punch after another. Mercifully saved. Benavidez throws the leg over, trying to mount, but does not catch it. He wants to get that left leg over the right knee of Elliott.
Got it.
He's almost there.
No,
He's not, he doesn't have it until Elliott's got his back on the mat. If Elliott doesn't have his back on the mat, if he's sideways, he's not going to catch it.
Elliott really trying to prevent that move, Joe, with his leg and now his hand. So he pushed that leg away. Good control by Benavidez.
Yeah, Elliott wants to make sure that Benavidez does not get his back on the mat. Elliott wants to keep that side on the mat, and he wants to keep one knee up. Now he's fully mounted. Now Elliott's in a lot of trouble.
He's cranking.
And Benavidez has a nasty guillotine. He also has the right arm.
Finish his fight.
That's it, he's tapping.
It's all over. Joseph Benavidez by submission.
He trapped that right arm of Elliott, and Elliott had a tap with his feet. That's what he was doing. When he was slamming his legs down, he was tapping. And that's what we talked about, that setup of Benavidez's guillotine. His guillotine is excellent. One of the best in the business. That whole team, alpha male, known for their guillotine. Urijah Faber, Chad Mendes, those guys are known for this technique. And Benavidez slowly set it up. As soon as he got over the right knee of Benavidez, of Elliott, see as he pushes it down, he's got the arm trapped, especially the left arm. He has that guillotine, and the right arm is tucked in there as well. He's trapped. He's got to tap with his feet.
Big win for Joseph Benavidez.
Let's take one more look at it. I don't think I've ever seen a guy with both arms trapped in the guillotine tapping with his feet. He tried to push his arm in there to try to get out and underneath, try to separate the guard. It's like a mounted guard of Joseph Benavidez, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't get those legs free, so he was using...
screaming into my mic, but that was bad. And now Benavidez has to just put that behind him and keep fighting. Still in good position, almost in a near side cradle.
So a bit of adversity there, but Benavidez now hammering away once again. And will this be the stoppage? That time it's for real. Joseph Benavidez, welcome back to the win column. A huge effort as he stops the rise of Alex Perez.
Not often you get to stop a guy twice, but that is what happened for Benavidez. Fortunately, the right guy won. Man, great job on top. But like you said, it looked like he was hurt going down with it, kind of hanging on to that single leg. One of those shots rocked him. But great job by Benavidez this time, coming up with a great performance. It's a hungry young fighter.
Well, the last time he won before the knee surgery was December 2016 at the Ultimate Fighter finale in this very venue. And here he is. He'll get his hand raised again. Our move of the fight is sponsored by Metro by T-Mobile. Get unlimited high-speed data all month long on the same network as T-Mobile.
Let's look at it here on top. Look at these short punches. This was the first one. He steps in. That's it. Fight's over. You see him look back at the referee like, hey, I thought it was over. He stood up. And then here's the actual stoppage. And look at that. Then he steps in, but unbelievable. What the?
You have to wonder what DC and Jones are thinking right now if they've seen improvements in...
Huge knockout at home here in Stockholm.
It seemed to be only a matter of time before that uppercut did the business, and there it was. Immediately Gustafsson goes over to Teixeira, his fallen foe. Unbelievable fight. Really, really impressive from Gustafsson as he climbs the octagon and celebrates in this Viking community surrounding him.
He pulled that uppercut from out of the grave to
to floor Glover Teixeira.
Great work, listening to his corner team, listening to Andreas Michael. If you land that uppercut, if you see Glover Teixeira's hurt, continue with that. Have belief in those combinations and push forward. Get him on his heels, and then a couple more shots will finish the deal. And that's exactly what happened tonight. The uppercut worked, he followed it with a series of combinations. Beautiful.
Unreal scenes here, but let's go to our move of the fight, which is sponsored by Metro PCS, covering 99% of people in the US with a network that's more reliable than ever.
So the story was the same from the first round to the last, but there's the uppercut. Really nice. Such long-range punches. Slips out to the side to readdress the situation, pick his angle, and then steps in. He knew the job was done when Teixeira went down that second time. Look at that, his legs are gone. He needed one more punch, and there it was, right at the side of the chin. Glover Teixeira, to his credit, just could not take any more. Absolutely beautiful performance by Alexander Gustafsson, and surely gives him confidence going into a title shot in the near future.
Down, and Gustafsson is taking advantage of it. Spun, takes the back, both hooks in.
Wow, just
very
like
nice.
That.
Flattens him out. Ooh, not good. Full rear naked.
Finish his spike.
He's got it.
Trying to choke him out. Can he finish?
It's above the chin, Mike. It's not under the neck yet.
Nicely done, James Tahuna.
Oh, he's getting
still in trouble though, Joe. About 35 seconds now on the clock.
Now he's got it though. Now it's deeper. It's much deeper now.
It is all over. Alexander Gustafsson chokes out James Tahuna. 7th time he has won a fight in the first round.
That's the quietest victory I've ever seen. Nobody clapped at all.
Their own guy just got beat.
I don't think a lot of people even understand what happened here. Let's take a look at it again here. And here is the initial mount. Gustafsson spins. Watch how he does this. Puts one hook in, puts two, flattens him out. Goes for the rear naked, but doesn't quite get it underneath the chin the first time. And now he mounts him again. Lands a couple of bombs, gets the hooks in again, flattens him out, but this time much deeper with the choke underneath the neck, and Tahuna forced to tap.
Fakes and feints get inside the reach advantage of Lamas. Chad's got to be careful not to follow Lamas as he skirts the octagon. He's got to try and cut him off. That way it forces him to get in front of you and you can engage. Lamas so far doing a nice job at having these leg kicks be quick enough that Chad can't catch him, but he's hurt.
Mendes trying to finish this fight. Lamas trying to recover. Back to his feet.
Oh, he eats a huge knee to the forehead. He's done it again.
Hand. Down goes Lamas.
This shows you the power.
Maybe a knee here for Mendes. Instead, he goes to the uppercut.
Very smart decision by Chad. Ricardo still has not recovered.
Could be a costly slip there for the bully Lamas.
Chad has such power in tight spaces, incredible.
Mendes very poised when he saw a little crack of an opening. He took advantage.
What heart shown by Lamas here, scrambling, trying to find a position where he could stop the onslaught and recover. These punches are hard right here.
Mendes staying patient. This fight's gonna end soon.
That's it, that's it.
Chad Mendes. Major statement by Mendes here tonight. And his trademark backflip for good measure. Ranked #1 coming in. And he lived up to it. All right, we'll talk to Chad Mendes and wrap it up after this. Stay with us on Fox Sports 1.
Guida comes out quickly here in the third.
Back to the right. Spins, takes the back again, lets him up, hammers him.
Good shots.
Big left hands there.
Yeah.
And another one. And oh! He hurt him with the
Huge right hand.
He's in big
Trying
trouble.
to finish it here.
That's it.
And it is all over. Chad Mendes has finished Clay Guida.
4th straight knockout victory.
And finishing Clay Guida is a real feather in his cap.
Because he has never been knocked out. Chad Mendes, just the 2nd fighter to earn 4 consecutive first-round knockouts in the UFC. And take a look at it on our fight replay.
That was a pinpoint right hand. Beautiful timing. Let's see the end here. There's a right hand that drops him, uppercut as he's going down. Another right hand right through the pocket. And Yves Lavigne has seen enough. Let's see it again. Boom. Right underneath as he's dropping. Pinpoint shots by Chad Mendes.
Combination, but again, Shogun goes right back to work with that jab.
Hendo continues to try to size up that right hand. Shogun able to slip that offering there.
It's still Shogun Rua dictating the pace and the tempo of this round right now with his jab and leg kicks. Henderson sitting back and waiting just a little too much. But again, as we all know, Henderson holds a big stick of dynamite in that right hand.
Shogun establishing that jab continuously. Oh! Huge right hand for Hendo! Shogun trying to recover. Dan Henderson has done it! Hendo has done it! Adding another chapter to his legendary career.
Just when you think it's over, the right hand of Dan Henderson explodes, and there you see the effects of it. Incredible timing on a right hook. Flush to the nose of Shogun as they break the clinch.
Well, those who tried to close the book on Dan Henderson's career were premature.
And here they're clinched up, and right on the exit, Dan Henderson throws a haymaker of a right hook and finishes up. Shogun's got a hold of the leg, but Herb Dean recognizes just how hurt Shogun was. And when he stops this fight, this is a great stoppage. Shogun's gonna collapse back in agony. Flush to the nose, a vicious right hook from Dan Henderson. No matter what happens, how old he gets, that right hand can finish anybody.
And how about the wherewithal from Dan Henderson when he believed Shogun Rua was out, got that message to Herb Dean to try to minimize.
Bisping again is circling Mike towards his left, which is Dan Henderson's power side. As he goes towards his left, he runs into the big right hand of Dan Henderson, and that's what his coach didn't want. That's it. Tell you something, don't ever sleep on Dan Henderson. People think just because he's 38 years old, he's done. Dan Henderson is an animal. Michael Bisping is still unconscious.
Our fight replay brought to you by Bud Light.
That is a huge, huge victory for Dan Henderson. Bisping circles right into the big right hand. Out cold, and here's another one just for good measure. And that one stiffened up his toes. Hey, you see it again? He's out cold already. Henderson's on top of him. Bam! He's still out cold, Mike. Here we go again in slow motion. Boom! Separates him from his senses, and this right here is revenge. That last right hand was ruthless.
Joe Bisping had never been...
Demian Maia is tied for the second most submission wins in UFC history with 10. It would be very sweet if he was to get one in this contest against Askren.
Ben has got to try to
Beautiful, look at that! Look at that punch through by Demian Maia. You can see the grimace on Ben Askren's face. He's struggling for air. There's the tap! Oh! Demian Maia with the rear naked choke!
Here in Singapore!
Wow! What a performance by Demian Maia! Taken down, reverse position, rear naked choke. Beautiful work.
Wow. Wow, the crowd going crazy here for Demian Maia.
Demian Maia showed his supremacy on the mat, advanced position, and got into a space where he could put on that rear naked choke, the 9th rear naked choke of his professional career, and I believe that he put Ben Askren out.
It seemed like he went out for a second, and as soon as Maia let the choke go, he woke back up. Let's take a look here. It started with Ben actually getting the takedown. Beautiful wrestling. Ben showed his wrestling prowess here, got the fight to the ground, but the jiu-jitsu work of Demian Maia showed through. Uses that heel hook just to threaten it, to get on top, gets the back, takes the body triangle, and this is just classic Demian Maia work here. Once he gets on the back, flattens you out, and yet has the foot even hooked around that knee. And let's take a look here.
He punched that through so fast that you can see Ben Askren, the grimace on his face here.
And he taps, but I don't think the ref even realized it. It was one tap.
There it is, and he's out. And then his oxygen comes back as he turns over.
Yeah, just for a second.
30% success rate on his takedowns, while Carlos Condit only has a 40% defense rate.
Okay, let's see what happens with takedown attempt 1. Successful.
And now, talking to Greg Jackson and Carlos, they've got an interesting game plan while Carlos' back is on the mat. Let's see what he does here in half guard, but they said if he gets flattened out, he's gonna go to full guard and look really mainly to elbow. Instead of wasting energy to get up, they wanna attack, 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 slice Demian Maia up with elbows and strikes.
Maia, truly a lifelong martial artist. Second longest win streak in the division behind Stephen Thompson's 7-fight win streak.
He is so heavy here. Nothing flashy, but step by step. Look at pushing on the knee, immediately shoving that left knee to the floor, looking to get straight to mount. And now the back. This is not good for Carlos Condit.
4th degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt on your back. Here early. Fresh, no sweat yet.
Very dangerous. He is so hard to shake out of this position.
Ricky Lundell right there next to Condit, his wrestling coach, his grappling coach. This is bad.
This is where he finished Matt Brown. He only needed one arm.
Can he get it? Here it is all over. Demian Maia chokes out Carlos Condit just like that. Wow.
Maia has a ground game that is so unforgiving. And you can see Carlos laying down there. He's not hurt. He's just so disappointed.
Move of the Fight, sponsored by Metro PCS, where you get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for $30 period.
Demian Maia goes in for the high crotch, and he's gotten really good at his adjustments on his takedown attempts. Once he gets Carlos flat, starts working in half guard, and from there, got the mount, transition to the back, and he's so dangerous here. Traditionally, you need to see a guy lock this choke up, have their forearm under your chin. Maia doesn't need to. He squeezes so hard from the sides that he actually shuts off the blood flow from the sides of your neck. He does not need to be completely under the chin. And there you see the tap. There's just no choice. He's just that good.
Which he got off a strike earlier here in the first round. Condit changes his stance. Caught him with a left. Slipped and ripped it, Carlos Condit. Nice inside leg kick.
Really stepped into that one.
The perfect placement of that kick against the southpaw. Big swing again and a miss. Condit with a flying knee. He knocked him. Looking to finish it off. And it's all over. Carlos Condit with the victory.
That's a huge, huge victory for Carlos Condit.
Great flying knee. That landed square on the jaw of Dong Yong Kim.
And one of the reasons why Carlos Condit will do such unorthodox and wild techniques like that is because he's not afraid to be on his back. He can fight off of his back very, very well. And let's take a look at this Bud Light Lime replay. Flying knee right on the chin. Kim hurt badly, and Condit swarms on him. And what we saw earlier in that round, how good his guard is, how good his sweeps are, that's the reason why he's not afraid to attack like this on his feet. Spectacular performance by Carlos Condit.
Carlos Condit, the winner tonight, his 4th straight win. He wins by knockout, a huge flying knee that led to the finish and the first loss. And there it is. And again.
I like how...
Whoa! Absolutely right!
He's out!
And it is all over! Carlos Condit knocks out Dan Hardy!
And we have not seen Carlos Condit throw those kinds of that kind of power in the UFC before. That was amazing!
Unbelievable!
Wow! Dan Hardy wants to get up, but they're trying to keep him down. Let's take a look at it again, Mike. It came out of nowhere. Left hook first, right on the chin. Let's see it again. Oh! They were both throwing. Carlos Condit landed first. Perfectly placed left hook. Right hand, left hook behind it. Man! Let's see that again. Oh! His was shorter and more accurate. And that was all she wrote. I mean, Carlos has always had good stand-up, but he really hasn't been knocking guys out with one shot before, and Dan Hardy has shown a great chin.